Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite is hopefully back. I have to apologize. And you know what? I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. I remember when I was younger and I didn't want to admit I was wrong. But I'm in my mid-50s. I think part of it has to honestly do with, because I'm in my mid-50s, I don't really care what the world sees in me or looks at me like. Because I'm who I am. I make mistakes just like everybody else. And nobody's perfect. So I have to apologize about yesterday. Some of you people know, like this guy here. He was here when I tried to do the broadcast. And hopefully today will be fine. And the thing is, hey, how you doing? Hiya. And I can't help the tech gremlins. I can only do what I can. I mean, I'm a cheap ass. I really shouldn't say cheap ass. I don't have a lot of money, all right? And that's not your problem. I'm just telling you what this is. I'm telling you how it is, okay? When I started this channel 12 years ago, 12 years, I said that I wanted to give you guys the best and educate and entertain. And I still continue to try to do that. When I end up having little glitches like yesterday, it's inexcusable. It really is. It looks poorly on me, and then I get upset because I can't deliver what I want to deliver to you guys. So, once again, I'm sorry. I hope maybe after my surgeries, I could start collecting some money to get not only better internet. In fact, what's funny is, anybody out here, the 8 people that are watching, are any of you guys on AT&T internet? Because I had a guy, now I don't have AT&T, okay? All right. So I have internet, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's this tablet. So I went a little quicker this time. I left the studio. Thank you on the cool shirt thing. You know what? I would love to tell you that I got this when I saw him in 2019. I actually found this shirt at a Goodwill. Back when Goodwill prices were half cheap. Oh boy. Yeah, frozen, man. Sorry. I'll just have to keep doing this. But like I said, I do have internet. I know I do because I took a look at the devices before I came on here. You're on Spectrum. Yeah, I don't know anything about Spectrum, but I am kind of wondering, out of all honesty, if the whole AT&T thing, the fiber optic, might help me out. I am not a rich person. I don't know. Are you sure it's not both? And hang on a second, because you asked me a question. I'm a curious fellow, aren't we all? When you go on that other stream, do you pre-prep by coating your stomach with milk? You know what? I'll tell you something. Yes, I don't like sometimes when people get dragged, whether it's justified or not, okay? But that's their business. I'm not going to go and I go on up there because I'm having some fun, okay? I like to rankle a little bit. I'm not a shit pot stirrer, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. I just like being goofy. And remember, whoever was on there today watching, that love person didn't show up, so I was being the funny smart ass, because that's what I am. I'm a funny smart ass. Everybody knows me. Well, that's okay. Look, I have never firsthand, okay, seen it happen in front of my eyes. Now, I've seen other parody streams, whatever you want to call them, show some of the highlights. They record it, and I'm glad they do, because I want to see this. Okay? It's just like if I was being a dick more than usual. I would expect to be called out on it. Okay? Because you shouldn't be like that. Just because it is a public, open, shared forum does not give somebody an excuse to misbehave. I don't know. I love comedy. I love when people are good-natured jokes. You know, a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I don't mind that shit. It's when people are blatantly abusive. I don't like bullies. I never have. Okay? And yeah, when I was in school, that's what happened to me. But I had enough one day. I had enough and I went nuts. Now, the funny part about it is, when that happened, the guy literally thought I was psychotic, because I can be like that. I can put that image up. And you know what? He left me alone. I had a couple fights in school. My win-loss tie is 1-1-1, seriously. Paul, I've seen this happen many times. The ghost starts off being friendly to some new person, and within 6 months throws him under the bus. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, okay? And when it comes to that, I have seen, not like I said with my own eyes, I saw it with byproduct, secondhand, third hand even, if you will. But I did see some of the video evidence. There is a lot of shit pot stirrers in not just the PC, but on YouTube, in life, the whole world. Well, there's lots of people in the world that are shit pot stirrers. And I try not to be one of those people. You want to know why? Because I'm too old for the shit. I really, really am, okay? And I know a lot of you people out there probably feel similar. You don't want to put up with extra shit in your life. You want less drama in your own worlds and everything else you witness or live in. All right? I got 5 kids. I got 9 grandkids, possibly 10 coming soon. We'll find out in August. I'm too old for this. I did a Peter Brady, didn't I? I was like, yeah, it's time to change. But here's the thing. Good or not, you know, Rachel is one. Rachel's not the biggest channel, okay? For example, Mr. Hall of Fame, if I remember correctly, he's got 25,000 subscribers, but he doesn't do live streams. But as far as for, you know, like Mayo's got, last time I checked, around 13,000 subscribers. I could be wrong on that. and he does occasional live streams, all right? You got Doc Dacus, he's got a couple thousand subscribers. He does live streams. There's all of these options. There's all of these Rach at times, just like me. I can be a nice guy. I can be a dick. I try not to be a dick. All right. But all I know is everyone's channel is their business. Now, I'm not excusing or condoning negative behavior. I'm not. I never will. I won't put up with that on my damn channel, and you people know that. Well, yes, thank you. Hopefully, by August, we should know. What I can't understand is, do any of the people on that stream work? Maybe not. Maybe, okay, if you remember, a couple of them are retired or disability or something. So, no, I'm temporarily disabled. That's the reason why I've been on, because I don't normally get on even Rachel's stream. Dave, I don't even normally go on Rachel's stream. Usually if I'm going on, it's like, what, once a month? Because usually I'm too busy, with family and sorts, just like some of you people. I know you didn't mean me. And the thing is that, and I'm really sorry, we will get to, I have music stuff to show you guys. Just allow me a few minutes here, okay? And then I'll get off my soapbox, even if there's still a little soap left in it. I think there's places for everyone. Not only in the world, there's places for everyone on YouTube. When I came here 12 years ago to start doing vinyl and music reviews and all that other stuff, why I did it was because I wasn't on radio anymore. I missed being on air. I really, really did. And I liked being in the public and entertaining the public. Now, saying that, I never was a big-time DJ. If I was a big-time DJ, do you think I'd be doing it? No, I'm kidding. I know some big-time DJs do this too. But if I was a big-time DJ, it wouldn't take me this long. I'm this close to 1,000 subs. And I know you guys are going, well, who gives a shit? And you know what? After 1,000 subs, I'm not going to give a crap either. I just like that number. I know you guys are here for me, and I love you guys. Yeah, I know. You're here to wind me up and calm me down. Sounds like my girlfriend. No, she's a really good guy. Well, you know what? I mean, look, yes, there's certain people I don't care for on that stream. But, believe it or not, once or twice I agreed with them on certain things, not everything. Of course, saying that, I don't like the way they present themselves at times. Nobody's perfect. You guys saw me throw a conniption fit, what was it, about 1 or 2 broadcasts ago, in front of Doc Dacus, and it wasn't Doc I was mad at. I was mad at myself because of the internet nonsense. So I'll admit it. You know what? Probably, maybe. But sometimes it is entertaining. We do like our drama. We like to watch the drama as long as it doesn't affect us. Bullying, on the other hand, I really don't like. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, I'm sorry. I appreciate you people being here. I really, really do. I just wish, you don't need a lot of money to have a decent setup. And I just need to get myself a laptop and better internet. And I'm hoping, unfortunately for everybody here, you guys are going to have to put up with what I can put up with until after my knee surgery is done, which right around the 4th of July, I should know more. So there. Before I get any further, we're going to try this again. Yesterday, I tried mentioning new subscribers. So we did get a few. Sue Williams, V-Y-N-Y-L-Y. Finally? I don't know, I'm guessing. Once Upon a Rock and Roll, and Rizzo's Rockin' Records all have subscribed to the Psychoplower Network. I love you guys. I appreciate that. Anybody that subs to me, obviously shout out in the next available episode. I just wanted to say that I really, you know what, and seriously, thank you. And no, I don't, my, woohoo, you know, I'll tell you this though, seriously, okay, that any hobby that we fall in love with, you know, we never learn everything. We never do. And you know what? That's maybe part of the fun of whatever hobby, you know, you're in. Anybody that professes to be a know-it-all is a crock of shit. I'll even admit, I've been doing this. I've been collecting vinyl for 44 years. 44 years. This is my third collection. And even that, I've been selling off parts because I'm sorry, I got to pay bills while I'm temporarily disabled. Yeah, I know, you do have several. You want to know something? Records was not, when I was a kid, I didn't start collecting records, like, not full-time, but more concentrated, till I was about 12, 13 years old. Yeah, that too. And you know what? It's not, all of that knowledge we learned isn't going to get us a hill of beans when we die. Look at that. How about that for a depressing note? Well, it's true, though. It's entertainment while we're here. All we are is airborne mini dirt. See, that's a Robot Chicken reference, if you guys know where I'm going on that. I know you guys are wondering why I probably look like that. It's because you know what? I only got one light going right now, and I got some sun still out there. I know it makes me, let's see. Get me doing this a little bit. There, that's a little better. You know what, Mike? After reading this, I'm going to show you what we got. You guys want to see some music finds? Okay, hang on a minute. I collected only 45s up until my first day in the hospital when I was 16. That weekend, my mom bought me Abbey Road brand new. Back in '69. In the summer of '69, she gave me the '69. No, so I went to this flea market-y thing in South Central Missouri. When I started telling a little bit of this story yesterday before I got so rudely interrupted by the technical gremlins. And I try to go every couple months because if you go before that, it's going to be the same old shit. You know what I'm saying on this? See, there you go. It's almost like a story. Boston, December 1969. So I see this brand new booth in this place that I haven't visited in quite a while. And there was a medium-sized Sterlite container of 45s. And it said 25 cents a piece. And I'm going, oh yes, let's look. Now, I'm not going to show you all of them. See, there you go. Did you get enough for all day and all of the night? Oh. Was some of the mail? Oh, here we go. Predictable. Oh, see, you didn't expect me to come up with that one, did you? It was, hey, wait a minute. For this, did any of it come from Lola? La 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 la. Hi, John, how are you? See, and I bet you have a great collection, John. I wish I could have kept my original. Oh my God, the Beatles records I had. I had other stuff too, but Beatles centric. I had some Elvis too, but I had some records that I don't even have in my collection anymore, and I haven't seen them since I got them. But my first son came along. I don't know if I told him this story, probably not. And, well, you know, we had financial problems. I sold my first collection for diapers and formula, okay? And believe it or not, that almost lasted the whole first year of his life. I'm not kidding you. Oh, God. So I ended up, well, let's see. I got two different things to show you about. How about this stack? This is 10. This is 10 of them, okay? And if anybody, of course, saw me on Rachel's channel yesterday, yes, I showed some of this. I didn't show all of it. I have two friends up in Connecticut. One has 1,000 albums he wants. Oh, God, I wish. The other wants to buy them and told me the seller, oh, 300? It depends. No, that's in the other section of the store. It depends on what it is, really, okay? Remember, boys and girls, if you find a mono Birds, Bees, and the Monkeys from April '68, I ain't poor, but I'm willing to pay something. Or a New Colony Sixes Breakthrough on Centaur. Ooh, that's in my top 5, actually. Once. All right. 1961 on 7 Arts, Paul Williams. No, not that Paul Williams. This guy's a saxophonist. Walking the Track. An excellent song, Walking the Track. From 1971. Mitch Ryder. From Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels. Devil with a Blue Dress. Oh, look at you. I have that album. I do, Mark. Fats is awesome. I love him. This one here, Promo, from Detroit, featuring Mitch Ryder, Rock and Roll. That's right. And these 45s, by the way, most of them are VG Plus to near mint. This one, I was very... I like the ... I have an original press and a Rhino press. Unfortunately, I didn't find the original press until years later at a steal of a price. So I had to get the Rhino press autographed by Davy Jones and Mickey Dolenz. Yeah, that was fun. They had interesting stories. I was late to CDs, 93, and could never understand what they... See, I didn't get rid of my vinyl. I did not get rid of my vinyl when CDs came, because truthfully, I couldn't really afford CDs until, probably the mid-90s, to be honest with you. I mean, even though I had a CD Walkman, 89 or 90, I think I got my first one. But, yeah, I okay, after the vinyl got stopped in 89, 90, depending on who the label is in America, I went to cassette. Well, look who it is. Look who it is. How you doing? Look, right? Yes. We will, I'm going to do this. We're going to drop this as experimentation because I'm not sure how it's going to be. But I ended up getting cassettes a lot in the 90s because I had 2 cars that had cassette decks. And so that's what I did. And like I said, I didn't start buying CDs probably until about 95, 96. Either I would get them out of clearance racks, or back when radio stations were cool and would give away CDs. I ain't kidding. That's how I got a lot of it. Mitch Ryder was at the Goose Lake Festival in 70 where everyone tripped on Bad Acid. Oh, boy. So maybe to the people in Acid, maybe everything looked like a devil with a blue dress on. Or maybe when everybody got sockatumied, it felt like a fuck. If you remember correctly, the original 45, Mitch kind of almost sounds like, if the sockatumi baby, it feels like a fuck instead of feels like a punch. It's good. First CD, Toto 4. Oh, I love Toto 4. I do. That whole album is damn good. Yeah, exactly. Yes, because and the other thing, and I did this ever since 1976, 77. Woolworths would have the clearance bins for the vinyl. Oh, I used to dig in there. I'd be digging in there. I've got a couple Mitch Ryder Detroit wheels. By the way, Mitch is back out on tour in select venues across the country with Gary Lewis and the Playboys. So seek that out. All right. So as most people know, I'm from Chicagoland. All right, I'm from Chicagoland. So to find this, I thought was real awesome. Yeah, excellent Jefferson airplane. On Dunwich, which was classic Chicagoland label, distributed by Atco. The Delvex, I call my baby STP. I wish I had the picture sleeve and the STP decal. This is the first 45 of this that I have found in the wild, but I have seen a copy of this with the sleeve and the STP decal. Finding that decal is the toughest son of a bitch for this thing. The picture sleeve is a lot easier to find, but with the decal, it's almost impossible. Delvets, really cool stuff. Glad to have this in my Chicago 45 collection, Chicago area bands per se. In Chicago, when women would break up with you, they'd say, "I'm done with you." All right, some doo-wop. All right, Dave, is that the one, was it Sundays came out with that? Because I think I know what you're talking about, if that's the case. A little bit of doo-wop and stuff, Shep in the Limelight. Gee, baby, what about you? This one here, nice. Like I said, I think they might be touring Europe soon too, but don't hold me to that. I would love to meet Gary Lewis and Mitch Ryder. I think that'd be pretty awesome. This one is from Mexico, 1966 Mexican garage rock on Orpheon. Now, I already know about the Orpheon label, but I'm looking for so like Bill Haley and the Comets, the mid-60s lineup, did stuff for Orpheon. They did 45s and EPs, and also Big Joe Turner, Mr. Shake, Rattle, and Roll, he did 45s on Orpheon also, but Orpheon is a Mexican label. So you've got here, I cannot even pronounce this. We'll go Tiempo de Lopar. I hope I didn't swear in Mexican. Los Rockin' Devils. They put out a bunch of 45s in the mid-60s. Thank you for telling me that, because I'll have to seek that out. Dave, do you remember, was there unreleased stuff on that 10-inch? See, look at you. I love 78s, and I'll bring up a story in a minute about 78. Oh, God. Let me see if I can do this today. Gary, son of Cherry. Nice lady! You know what I like to do? Sorry, but everybody's like, fuck, he's wet loud. My favorite Jerry Lewis-like phrase that I like to use is, I'll just spit out the word, riboflavin. I know. You know which artist I'd like to find? Screaming Jay Hawkins. My God. Mr. I put a spell on you. Yes, oh God. Did I ever come across an album from him? God, I don't know. Hey, Glavin. I don't think I've ever come across a Screaming Jay Hawkins. I don't think so. I would love to come up with that. Let's see here. This one here, 1967, Betty Everett on ABC. Betty Everett pretty much had a career at VJ. All right, she did duets with Cherry Butler, and a bunch of other things. But by 66, 67, she was on ABC. Semi-hard 45 to find. Very surprised about that. Oh, man. You know what, John? Let me tell you. So, I'm leaving his comment up for a minute. Those first two albums, okay, so the vinyl, I have Gloria and Backdoor Men. If I knew where they were at, I'd bring them out because I wanted to mention something. I sent those to Jerry McGeorge. He's still alive. Jimmy Solis, rest in peace. There's somebody else dead from that band too. Oh, Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly, rest in peace. But believe it or not, if you like this stuff, seek out. This came out a couple of years ago. Even on a 45, but if you can't get the 45, you can stream it, you can watch it on YouTube, but it's Jimmy Soames and Jerry McGeorge as the Shadows of Night doing Wild Man, okay? That's the song. I think you'll like it. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Oop, there we go. How's it going? I think I might know what you're talking about, but it's escaping me right now. Yeah. The one I'm looking for Shadows of Night is the 1968 Super K album. That's the one I'm looking for. And if I remember correctly, that's the one with Shake. I love their version of Shake. I've got that as a 45 on Team Records. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm looking for that one, a real one. Now, I know Cherry Red put it out as a reissue a few years back, but but I'm looking for that. Okay, good, yeah. It's a great track. All right, this one here. Hey Girl from the Brothers 2, 1972 white label promo. This next one, it's got a bunch of stories attached to it, really. I wish I could go back in time and stop Joanne Robinson from putting her name on this damn thing, but hey, whatever. White label promo of Sagittarius, My World Fell Down. That's right. Sagittarius put out 2 albums. Gary Usher produced this. Of course, Gary Usher was involved with Beach Boys. You got Terry Melcher on this release, who, of course, was the son of Doris Day, not Dennis Day. Then, of course, Dennis Wilson's friend, a.k.a. roommate, a.k.a. future intended victim of Manson, but missed him. But Sagittarius, My World Fell Down, this only made it to number 70, okay? Number 70 as a stock copy. But like I said, they made 2 albums, these guys did. So I'm glad to find that. Hey, look at, there's my friend Doug, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Always good to see him. One movie is Stranger Than... Stranger Than Fiction. What a film. Dave always comes up with some good stuff. I know. I have never come across... they made 2 albums, Sagittarius did, and I have yet to find them. So the last 2 I'll show. Like I said, I actually got some other things too, I suppose I might as well show you real quick. Thought a picture sleeve of The Very Thought of You from Rick Nelson. Yes, back when he was more mature and went under Rick Nelson. Dave Clark 5's I Like It Like That with the picture sleeve. This is nice and minty. These came from a separate thing. Those were not a quarter a piece. I wish they were. And then lastly, a nice Eddie Cochran picture disc, which is Summertime Blues and Pretty Girl, which was made in Denmark. Yes. But, as I was saying, this next one, you wouldn't think that this thing is as hard as it is. Yes, that's right. Somewhere in the vinyl caverns of the vinyl grotto, you have that album. So this next 45 only made it to 96. Ah, look. Now here's a wonderful lady. Wonderful, beautiful lady. Yes, indeedy duty. You are. It was a pleasure to see you today, briefly, in the ghost stream. Okay? And, you can pop on up here anytime you want. I appreciate it, Ruth Dan. I so do. So, this only made it to 96 on the Billboard charts back in late 68. Why only number 96? I don't know, considering that everyone within a matter of weeks was going to know what this song is. It's Eternal Ear Candy, the Tra-La-La song by the Banana Splits. Yeah, that one. Tra-la-la, la-la-la-la, la-la-la. Only 96. I cannot get over that this thing did not chart any higher. And you know what? This thing is near minty. Yes, it is. I am very happy to have this. Now I need to get the Banana Splits album and one of the EPs. I'm still missing one. Yes, you're right on that. Yeah, that's fair. That's okay. Yes, I love the Banana Split. Well, we try, because you know what? Not only am I a fun host, but so is my peanut gallery, and so are the guests that I get. Everyone's fun here. See, there you go. We try, ma'am. I say if I could do it like Jack Webb. We try, ma'am. We aim to please. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. But other than Tra-La-La, my favorite Banana Split song is, oh yeah, and another thing, Ruth Ann, I sing very badly around here. But the song I like is, I enjoy being a boy in love with you, which is sung by Joey Levine from the Ohio Express. He does double duty. And also on the Banana Split show, during that episodic run, Gene Pitney and Barry White take turns at songs. Yeah, that's right. Gene Pitney was on the downslope, and Barry White was baby, oh baby, baby, up on the upslope. And for Gene Pitney, the song Two-Tone Tessie, and for Barry White, I think it's something about a cave. Cannot remember the rest of the title. That's right. That's right. They only made 8 of them, but the 7th one was the best. Now, Doug, if he's still here, might dig this. This is the jewel of the 40-45s that I found. Yes, we'll talk about that in a minute, Ollie. That's funny that you bring that up. We'll talk about that, because that is on my agenda. Excuse me, my neck. From early 1967, Garage Rock, a 5-piece out of Jefferson City, Missouri. How Can I? By the Oviatt Brothers on Norman. This little sucker here, in the condition it's in, and once again, let's see, one side is near mint, the other one might be too, it just might need to be clean. $40 for this. And I only paid $0.25 a piece, kids. $40. And I cannot wait to listen to the Oviatt Brothers out of Jefferson, Missouri. They never made another 45. See? And then let's see. Lastly, Beal related in a way. Buddy Holly, his music, it's a songbook authorized by MPL. Yes. Let's see. Do we got any pictures of Buddy? Well, it's not in the best of shape, but here. You get the Maybe Baby cover. It's a little loose. Like Morse Moose and the Grey Goose. See what I did there? But couldn't pass that up for a buck. No, no, no. So, all right. Yes, I said 40 45s. Well, yeah, well, it hasn't aged a bit. Well, actually, no, it will be the three, though. Well, it is the Beatles. I'll explain in a minute. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if we want a zombie Lennon, zombie Harrison. That'd be scary. Okay? I don't even think his sweet Lord could save him. See what I did there? I have a 45, the first cover version of George Harrison composition, Don't Bother Me by Gregory. Oh, I did not know that there was a cover version. See, guys, this is why this is important to listen to my peanut gallery, because you never know what you're going to learn here. And I didn't know that. Thank you, Mark. Seriously. Yes, that's what I heard. And Ed Sullivan's being a dick. You're telling me, Ruth Dan, they left way too early. If I could go back in time, like everybody else that's a Beatlemaniac, to that day in December of 1980, knowing what I know now, I would have gone off and gone, hey, let's go have some coffee, Mark, to get him away from the gates, and then me and my friends would have pummeled him. That would have been the end of that. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But don't ask the zombie McCarty to drive my car. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Oh, see. Oh, I wasn't talking about it. So, zombie. Yeah. Future. Yes, you're learning how to be more crazy, psycho, and insane by all of us. Yes, and we love you for it. Oh, all right. We've discussed about Paul McCartney several times around here, who just turned 81. Oh, certainly. Yeah. Hey, guys, I'm going to get some more coffee, and then we're going to talk about this Beatle thing that Ollie brought up for 2 minutes, okay? I wish I had waiting room music or something, but just hang on. Don't go nowhere, you guys. Oh, God, this hurts. This hurts. Oh, oy vey. Oh. Kids, don't ever get old. Don't ever get old. About the only plus I could say is later in the year, I'll be 56 and hopefully a brand new knee. 56. See, I know 2 of you ran away. I told you guys I'd be back. Policy, yeah, I know. I don't buy them anymore. I don't buy them. See, there you go. Shaky cam. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You know what? When it comes to these Beatle books, I wait for one of 2 things. Barnes & Noble will put them on clearance eventually. Number 2. Yeah, I know, right? Number 2, just hitting up the used bookstores or the resale shops. You may have to wait a year, but you'll find it. And a brand new DVD. No, it's not. I'm a youngster. It is not polite for me to ask Ruth Ann how old you are. But you brought up something in the stream, so how about if I tell you something? Like I said, I am 55. My girlfriend is 70. How about them apples, huh? You turned 74 last Friday. Excellent. I wait until I could get it for less than... Exactly, because I am frugal. I am a cheap ass. I am frugal. Okay, now... So, now, this could be conjecture. Oh, I think so too, but huh? E nice? I don't know what that is. Eunice? No, I'm not watching Mama's Family right now. Frugile sounds like a title from a Yes Off band, which would be Yas. Yas is Frugile. Oh, come on. I know you don't like the beat, but you don't look 66, dearie. You don't. I'm being honest. Yes, yeah, see, there you go. I don't want a CD single for $10 either. I just don't know what it. I don't know why. Okay, look, I don't know how they're going to do this, but let's face it. We kind of can. We're not stupid Beatle fans, all right? We pretty much are 99% certain that it's Now and Then. That third song that the Threedles attempted in 94, 95, roughly. George didn't like it. He did one pass through. Now, Sean Lennon explained it better. McCartney shouldn't have used the AI word because technically Sean said that what they did was what Peter Jackson did for the Get Back movie. They were able to isolate vocals and so like a remix, if you will, not AI. So I'm going to be curious to see how it sounds. But yes, George will be on it. He definitely did do some guitar. How much of it, I don't know. Paul and Ringo supposedly went to add extra things or clean it up. I don't know. But the thing is that I'll never be 666 though. Zappa, give me your dirty love. But that's what it is. Now, you guys bring up a good point. How are we getting this? How is this going to come out between now and the end of the year? I don't know. That's a very good question. I hope it's not just going to be on streaming because I'm sorry, I don't stream. I don't think Now and Then sounds too bad at all. It's very bittersweet. I think some of these pop beans are so I don't think that the song is sucky. I really don't. If you know the context, because a lot of people said, oh, this is a John song to Yoko. Actually, no, it's not. It turns out it's actually a song to Paul that he recorded in demo form 77, 78, back when they were friends again. Because he missed them. He missed them. And I don't blame him. I will say this, and I brought this up. Oh, God, sham, wow. Oh, no. I will admit this. See, that's what I thought I heard, too, actually. But the thing is that we were talking about Mayhem. Me and my Arkansas bestie, Donna Jo Cat Lady. We were talking about different things. I told her about the Now and Then, and she listened to the demo because the demo's out on YouTube. You can hear that for now. And I said to myself, well, I kind of wish he would have stayed with May Pang, but if John would have stayed with May Pang, how long would he have lived? Because let's face it, he was drinking and drugging the whole time. And I don't think he would have made it to 1980. Not like that. Especially when you got Harry Nielsen and the Hollywood Vampires as your friends. I just don't think he would have lived to 80. He would have died a different way. He would have died of self-excess instead of being assassinated. That's just my opinion, though. And opinions and assholes, everyone has one. My question is, how the heck are they going to get George Harrison's guitar on the single when he wasn't on the original in his 2 days? Well, no, see, that's what I'm saying. Supposedly, George did one pass, if you will. So he did put something on it. Have a good one, my friends. Doug, ladies and gentlemen. Sub to the Vinyl Grotto. Well, once he had a son, I guess probably. Well, exactly. See, that's the thing. You're right. You're right on that. Now, I've gone off and I've said before that I'm sorry. I think there's enough for an Anthology 4. I brought this up before. You know, it would have been smart if they would have stuck that on the Now and Then on Anthology 4. You put Carnival of Light on there, whether it's good or bad, we want to hear it. All 14 minutes of it. There's a 28, now I don't know if I want to hear the 28-minute version of Helter Skelter. There was a 28-minute version of Helter Skelter recorded. But I think there needs to be an extended, all right. Yeah, he did. George said that actually at one time. And there's the other thing too. If he would have stayed with May, when Paul was down in New Orleans recording Venus and Mars, he invited Lennon. He invited Lennon just to come on down. No strings attached, no nothing. Honest to God, am I saying Beatlemania would have got started back up again? No. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think that would have happened. I really don't. I mean, John would have wanted that real bad, and I don't think that was what his mental mindset was. I think he just wanted to reconnect with his friend because he and the others realized that Paul was right. That's all there is to it. And I think that there would have been a nice friendship. That's all. And maybe they would have wrote stuff on occasion. Because Lennon and McCartney always wrote stuff for other people, and I still think they would have continued that. Oh, I did not know that. Did not know that. Well, I hope you're still practicing it in some degree. There's nothing wrong with that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know that he was starting to get to be more chummy with Julian, which I think was great. During the last weekend, Yoko did all she could to get a divorce from John, but that Sam Green guy didn't want to marry her, only to have an affair. Then shortly before his death, she planned to. And if I remember correctly, Yoko was messing around, allegedly, I have to say, because I think he's still alive, with a David Spinoza. He was a session guitar player who actually did some of the sessions on Paul McCartney's Ram, and by 1974, he was having a thing with Yoko, allegedly. Oh, Jesus. No, we have to save the 17-hour version of Revolution 9 for all the war criminals. That's their torture. Oh, good, see? You know, you and me have got to talk a little bit more, you know, down the line here, Ruth Ann. Yeah, you know, I brought this up before, but I did finish that Albert Goldman book again, and I sent it off to Donna Joquette lady. I would say I probably believe about 75% of what's in that book, honestly. I don't know. John deserved better. He just did. That's all there is to it. Oh, man. I am kind of half ashamed here, ladies and gentlemen. I did not have a lot prepared on anything. There wasn't very much to talk about. I read it a few months ago. Yeah, see, there you go. Well, yeah. I still so the Anthology 4. Back to that, okay? So you got Now and Then, Carnival of Light, extended Helter Skelter. You've got John Lennon demos of Bad to Me, which was found in a trunk in an attic in England. There's another John Lennon demo of a Beatles song, like 63, 64, that was put up for auction. If I remember correctly, Apple purchased one or both of those Lennon demos. Could be wrong on this, but I think they got at least one. So that's 5 tracks right there, okay? And then you could have some extra concerts. Now, I know you're sitting there going, what? Well, the thing is, Stephen McElwain. You know, honey, I don't know who that is. I know you brought him up earlier today, but I'm very ignorant, so you'll have to forgive me. Yeah, that's it. Yes. No. Actually, it would be basically everything that was missed from the first 3 volumes. So the thing is that okay. You know what? I like Mazzy. I got no problem with Mazzy. It's the other one I really don't care about very much. Not Steven. I'm talking about somebody else. Because I don't know Steven. Like I said, I know Mazzy. I don't have a problem with Maslow. I like him. It's just somebody else that I'm not a big fan of. So there was 2 concerts that they could stick on the anthology for. Hong Kong 64, okay, which is one of the shows with Jimmy Nickel on drums. Okay, I'm curious. I want to hear it. I mean, I want to hear and see if Jimmy had the goods to go off and be in that band for the Temporary Situation. Now, I don't know his personal life, nor is it any of my business. So I will stay clear of that. So Hong Kong 64 and Memphis 66. Apple Corps owns both of those. That's the firecracker incident where somebody threw the firecracker because they were under death threats by that time. And you can hear the firecracker going off in the tape. The people that did the Memphis 66, they were in the front row. I want to say with a Grundig recorder. I could be completely wrong. So you've got two different concerts, okay, that you could stick in there for Anthology 4. And, you know, whatever else that maybe was missed, I don't know. There's not going to be much, you know. We don't want the sound of barrels scraping. It's just that I think there's enough just to at least do a 4th volume. And you know what? If I remember correctly, too, there is a bootleg from 60 of rehearsal tapes at Stu Sutcliffe's house. We could stick that on there, too. All I'm saying is, do you know anyone who lives with someone of the opposite sex, not related to them, and there's nothing going on between them? Highly. Oh, well, you know what? I had female roommates in the past, and one of them's name was Pam. She doesn't watch this show anyway. And me and Pam were, what do you want to call it, pretty platonic. So, I don't know. Okay. Now, Ruth Ann, we're going to try this because you'll have to forgive me. If the sound gets horrible, we may have to not work this out. Because the last time... Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just
fine. You sound good, too. Peanut Gallery, how does she sound? Ladies and gentlemen, always nice to have fresh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm getting a little
feedback.
Hang on. How about that?
Let's testing. Still getting feedback. Yeah.
I don't know. You sound okay on my side of the fence. I don't know. If it gets too ridiculous, I'll understand. So he's telling me echo. Oh boy. Well, And I know people go off and say, well, go on your YouTube and silence it. But you see, here's the thing. I'm on StreamYard. And StreamYard, even though I can put this video directly to YouTube, I do not have a way to silence it on YouTube in my own feed. Does that make any sense? So, I mean, it's not like my old laptop where it was a lot better and I could control things. This is a tablet. So we do with what we can do.
I'm on a tablet
too.
Yeah, I don't know. My kid supposedly is getting a new computer maybe between now and the end of the year. So he might be giving me his gaming laptop. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't play video games. So it's like I'll put it to factory settings and then I can, I'll just keep the whatever audio things he's got and hopefully be an improvement.
Great.
Anyways, so this lovely kid went off and had a very good time earlier today with the other Feast of Friends. Yes, I couldn't stick around very long. I had family calls. Even though I'm out of commission for almost another week before I go back to work, I'm still too popular for my own good.
Now, how did you end up injured? Are you
injured?
Work. I work for Walmart. This is not much of a secret. I've worked there 16 years last week. 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting tired of it.
You know what I used to do?
I mean, this is my foundation.
Hi, John Dark
Wizard.
I used to fix people.
You used to what?
With your kind of problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the miracle
worker of bodies.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice.
1 hour.
Just like lens crafters. Did that freeze? What happened? Something got frozen here. Oh dear. I don't know if people can still see me. Let me go out and come back in and see if I can. Let's see. What's going on? No.
All right. So this is the only way I could figure it out. Yeah, I know. Paul froze, but he's back. So if you want, I'm not going to be on very much longer, Ruth Ann, but if you want to try for a little while longer, we can do this. But yeah, this is the best answer I've got. At least, like I said, till I can get something better. And you know what? When I do get to that 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube, I'm hoping to be able to start getting some donations, maybe. Because if it's one thing I can guarantee Ruth Ann and everybody else here, I'm not going to go off and spend it on box set vinyl that I can't really afford. All the money that whatever I would get received would go back into the show and getting the equipment better. So, yeah.
I get it. I would have to do that too.
Well, I've been doing this now for, like I said, I have to thank people like Rachel and Joe Mayo, me, Mr. Mayo, and a few others that have gone off and had these broadcasts for a couple years now. They're the ones that started me, Ruth Ann, to do this. And this is like my therapy. I try to do this weekly because that's about all the time I got. I cannot go and... I don't know what you're talking about with the orphan. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to bring that back up again. I think I know what you're talking about. This is an old issue, Ruth Ann. and I have nothing to do with that. And truthfully, I only know itsy bitsy bit about this story, and I really do. Remember how I said that I don't profess to know it all? I try to steer clear from a lot of nonsense, and that was nonsense back then. Oh boy. Like I said, I don't think I'm ever going to understand. Captain Horizontal is not his name, by the way, but I don't know the captain very well. I just don't. I never have. In fact, I think the last time that I bumped into said captain on a stream was a couple months ago. So, yeah, I guess some nonsense happened a year or two back, and I don't really know all about it.
It's really important.
It's really important not to pay attention to control.
You don't
put the comment on.
Everybody
Here's the thing.
Everybody just
keep going.
Right, here's the thing. I have some people here that have been blacklisted in other channels. The thing is, I, as they know, will not put up with anybody's nonsense here. I feel it's free to express, and as long as it is appropriate and, well, positive to the show. I don't kiss ass around here. I ain't in the mood for that. I'm too old for that shit. Occasionally, I'll go on to Rachel's stream because sometimes it's entertaining. This is no secret. When she gets into the genealogy and the politics, I mean, whatever. It's her show. I'm not going to knock it. It's just I'm not interested in that stuff. And I'm also trying not to be a shit pot stirrer because I don't want to lick the spoon later. I know, pretty graphic, but that just gets to it.
I
I was recently in a community that
there were so many disturbers you would not believe it. All housewives. Oh my God. I found you guys. And it was like, oh, what a relief. Lots of
less messaging around here.
See, Ruth, I try to be the VC of the VC Switzerland. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe in bullies. I don't believe, like I said, in causing drama. I try to end drama. There may be out of the two and a half years I've been on here, I only ever had to just once, and that was it. And I'd like to keep it that way. So my people here, as everybody goes, what do you mean my people? My people know to behave themselves relatively. Most of the time, they're very good-natured and slightly misunderstood, just like this guy.
Oh, everybody
seems like it's fine.
I like doing these. You should start doing some yourself when you're more comfortable to do it. We would all jump on your channel.
Do it.
And it's hysterical. I had just got out of the emergency room. And I was at
7-Eleven, of course.
Of course. 7-Eleven plays a big part in your story. We know this.
Well, you have to understand that during the pandemic, I was all alone.
Yeah.
I had no one. And I didn't go very far. I had groceries delivered, and I went down to 7-Eleven for a cigarette. So that was how that all got started. I know. So,
and some big gulps. And Slurpees.
And I eat a lot of ice cream. I mean, a lot. White chocolate raspberry. Oh. Be still my beating heart. I mean, I could sit there and listen to music and just a whole pint is gone. Yeah. I really like I like YouTube music. I've been able to put together my own little playlist. I just learned not to play it late at night because I'm hopping around and moving. Then I get no
Then I
sleep
get
at
no
all.
sleep at all.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
But then I sing to it.
Do it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I am a former radio disc jockey on and off of 7 years.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yes. I mostly in Chicagoland, Northern Illinois, and just for this much in Northwest Arkansas, which is where I live.
Now,
when you were spinning
was it
disc,
vinyl?
was it vinyl?
Here's the problem. I wanted it to be, but the studios had the turntables locked up. So this is about a almost 25-year-old story. And so I would have to, if I wanted to take vinyl, I would have to tape it to cassette. So I would bring, my cassette would be all the vinyl stuff, and then I'd bring my CDs. They even have mini discs. Mini discs. And so I had 4 CDs. I had a mini disc. I had my cassette. The turntables were locked up over here. We got a window so everybody could see me if they wanted to, because this was in the basement level, with the walk-in level of the college in downtown Chicago. We're talking not even 2 blocks away from Grant Park, Lake Michigan, real fun stuff. And so I would have to tape it down to cassette, whatever I wanted to play, 45s, album cuts, whatever. And that's what I would do. And I would play this stuff. And I had people who used to call me, and they'd be like, hey, where'd you get that James Brown from? And I'm like, well, it's not on CD. I got it from a vinyl. And they're like, oh, hell, we don't have, and I go, maybe you should start getting a turntable. So I would put all these 45 and album cuts in my favorite band, and I always made sure that at least 1 to 2 songs for my 3-hour block, because I used to have to do dance and club music, okay? I had to do that for 9 months to get my 3-month summer show on Saturdays, 9 to noon, hangover crowd. But I love the Monkees. The Monkees are my favorite band of all time, along with the Beatles. And so I'd make sure.
I love the Monkees.
I met 3 out of 4. Anyways, so I would mess with people, though, too. So, like, one time, I would go off and play Nirvana's Rape Me, and then I'd go right into Partridge Family's Can You Hear My Heartbeat? And I'd get calls going, and I'd go, CRX, Psycho here, because I called myself the Mighty Psycho back then too. And I'd go, Psycho here, and they're like, did you just play Nirvana's Rape Me? Yes, I did. And what is Partridge Family? And they're like, just making sure. And I'm going, still hungover, huh? Yeah. Have a nice day. Click. Another time, I went from Black Sabbath's Fairies Wear Boots.
Oh, love Black Sabbath.
And went right into, and this is why I like not doing, I do the, it would cut out, and then I quickly go into the next song, which was Brady Bunch's Sunshine Bay. I had people calling me, going, wait a minute, and I'd go, Psycho CRX, and they'd be like, did you just play Sap? Yes, I did. Who's this? Brady Bunch. And one guy goes, you fucked up. I said, I think you are too. Are you still hungover? Yes. Have a nice day. I used to do this shit all the time to them. It was fun, and I'd still do it if I was on air. I'd play anything and everything pretty much.
That sounds like a
wow.
You know,
one time, oh my God, what a contrast. Yes, well, and then like my last show that I did for Chicago was the Saturday after 9/11. Boy, oh boy, was that a strange climate downtown Chicago, seeing no one on the street. I'm all by myself walking to the studio, 16 blocks back when I could do it. And so I knew it was my last show. Eventually I'm going to I have some on cassette, scoped shows, so some of you guys eventually will hear a little bit. But, so my last show was called The Long Song Show, nothing under 5 minutes. And I had 3 hours to fill except for PSA. And so, yeah, so, but for like a little bit of it, I went off and I'm like, well, ladies and gentlemen, hang on a minute. Okay, so the status on Mickey Dolenz is this. Supposedly he's taking a brief break due to exhaustion. There's like a combination of factors. So no, Mickey is not hospitalized. Mickey is not near death. And thank God, because we don't want him gone yet.
No, he is fine.
I'm up to date on the monkeys.
I love them so much. There's a channel here that keeps me up to date. I went off and I pretended like I ate a bad breakfast burrito. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, and I'm on mic doing this. I'm like, and everybody, the next one, oh no. Oh God, no. No. And I'm like, all right guys, I ate a bad breakfast burrito. You guys are going to get all 21 minutes in a got defeated by Iron Butterfly. And I went and I hit the button. And I picked up the thing, walked away, went to go get a cup of coffee as it's all the whole 21 minutes. And I'm watching the counter. And I'm just like, when it gets to the point, and of course that was Iron Butterfly. And now we've got a message. Oh God, no! I thought I would round 2. Oh Jesus! And I'm like, fine. From yes, you get all side 1. Their cover of Paul Simon's America, all 18 minutes of it here on CRX. Click, and then I just went back, got another cup of coffee, and I'm just sitting there, putting my foot on the board, waiting for. That's how I used to do things. I miss it real bad.
I'll bet you do.
And like I said, I would be spinning this all day long.
I remember those days.
I was
a kid.
We had junior achievement.
And the channel
that hosted us was WPRO in Rhode Island.
Did you say Rhode Island?
Prime time.
Yeah.
Near Quahog?
Huh?
Near Quahog?
No, it's Providence.
And we
had prime time 7 a.m. Sunday morning.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You're listening
so much fun.
Community Matters, where for the next 2 hours we will be interviewing the most boring and unexciting hosts in Rhode Island radio. We're going to talk about that turnpike that they're talking about construction through the autumn woods. That's the first hour. I'd be like, oh, fuck no.
No. Rhode Island has
not changed that much
since I lived there.
now.
Except now we can't
take you to the reservoir anymore.
We should jump into the
Situate Reservoir.
Yeah.
And go
Yay.
At night.
Now they've got
it locked up like the Pentagon or
Shit.
Oh yeah, our
parents tried to take down there, right? All our moms.
They got buzzed
by the Lord.
They said,
we can do it.
And then we peed
in the water. That's what kids do.
Oh yeah, I
do remember Hot Point Park.
You betcha.
See, he's from that area. Originally.
Yeah.
And he's got friends in Connecticut.
That's how I know the Beaver Brown Band and all that.
Oh God.
Kenny Silver, the
John Crawford and the Beaver Brown Band.
Well,
do they still live on the dark side? Oh.
Kenny Silver.
I love Kenny Silver.
He used to chase
my roommate around naked around the house.
Well, that was a bunch of wasted years.
And then
my roommate
hired me to
throw the pie in their lap roommate who left.
And so we're at this
club called the Edge
in East Providence,
I think.
And they
so they
wanted to split her tire. And I said, no,
don't do that.
Just throw pie in
her face.
They said, you're hired. I went, oh, what have
I done?
So there we
are in Janesville,
peeling the crust
off this dairy pie.
And sticking all this whipped
cream on
and everything else. And the girls would not let me wear any makeup whatsoever. And they have police at the door and everything else. And they said, well, you have to let us in with the pie because bands doing go down to Florida. So they let us in, and we had a photographer from UPI there to immortalize the moment. Because the target was a waitress. So I waited through the crowd with the thing. And I started going to the bar. I tapped her on the shoulder. Now, as I was doing that, he looked at me. He started to drum roll. And as I'm pushing the pie into her face, my friend stands up and a whole table of glasses goes all over the floor. Everybody's screaming. The cops are running in. And I'm out the door to hide in the back of the Opal.
Wow.
I love the brown.
I love the brown.
Well,
music in the
this was going to be a short one today, guys. Sorry about the occasional technical glitches and all. I'm glad to have Root Band 7 here. You can come on anytime especially when the damn tech gremlins are not around. They annoy me at times. It does happen. Way more to me for some reason. But like I said, I want to thank everybody that got to come on here for a while. I had almost up to 18 people watching this thing, and that's always nice to have. And for all the kind people out there, huh?
I didn't lose you.
No, oh God, no. There's listen, trust me. There's lots of other people that do shows, no matter what day of the week. It's just always going to be it, you know. And so, but I want to thank everybody here. Please like and sub to Ruth Ann's channel and to my channel, please. And I want to thank everybody here in the PETA Gallery for taking some time to be with me today. Everybody have a real kick-ass week. Little commercial coming up is tomorrow, if I remember right. Tomorrow I will be filming the season 2 premiere of Jukebox from Hell. We will be exploring the 1982 album Gone Troppo from George Harrison. That's right. That will be the beginning of season 2 of Jukebox from Hell.
Nice.
Thank you, kind sir.
Nice to see all you guys. This has been a crazy day.
And you know what? Like I said, thank you. You guys have a great week out there. Take care. God bless. Rock on. Remember, always powered by coffee each and every time. That is guaranteed promise from this old fart here.